How do you delight in the law of the Lord? Find out how on today's episode of Abide in Jesus. Psalm 1:1-2 in the New King James Version says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night." The Strong's Lexicon defines delight as to take pleasure in, to long for, that it is a valuable thing. And in his commentary, Matthew Henry says about this verse, we may judge our spiritual state by asking, what is the law of God to us? What account do we make of it? What place has it in us? So how do you delight in the law of the Lord? First, you make it a priority. Look at your schedule every week, and keeping in mind the season that you are in, ask yourself how you can make the word a priority in your life this week. Some ways that you can make the word a priority are to memorize one scripture a week. Carve out time every day to be in the word, whether it be in the morning, on your lunch break, or even after dinner or before bed. In Bible college, I used to read the Bible before bed because we had a lot to read. When can you put aside 15 minutes or so to be in the Word, to read one chapter or 2 chapters a day? And if you don't even know where to start, I have a very simple Bible study called Love by the Father, and it just gives you a reading for the day and questions to answer, and I'll put a link in the description. Now, not everyone has the time to read the Bible, but some people can listen to the Bible. You can listen to the Bible while you're driving to work, while you're cleaning, while you're taking a walk, or just while you're going about your day. Another way to delight in the law of the Lord is to meditate on it, which means to think about it or study it or ruminate on it during your day. When a verse has spoken to your heart, ask yourself why. What is that verse speaking to you? I used to write down scriptures that had spoken to my heart on 3x5 cards, and I would put them in my purse. And when I had a moment where I was waiting for a kid in the car, or waiting at the doctor's office, or we had a break between classes at college, I would pull that scripture out and read it, and I would think about what it meant to me. I could even thank the Lord in my mind for what that scripture said. Whether it was a promise, or thanking him that he loved me, or asking him to help me keep that command, or just thanking him that he was working on my behalf. That is also one way you can meditate or delight in the law of the Lord. And as you are in the word more, making it a priority, spending time in it, and thinking about verses that speak to your heart, you will begin to desire it more. You will begin to long for it, just as the word delight is defined in the Strong's. The word will become your delight. Psalm 1:3 in the New King James Version goes on to say what will happen when we delight in the law of the Lord. It says, "He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper." Thank you for listening to Abide in Jesus. You can read the blog version of this episode at carolinsbooks.com.